Hey everybody, and welcome to I Speak Organized. Today I'm going to be chatting to you about a very highly anticipated video on my channel, which is how I started my professional organizing business. And I've gotten a ton of questions on the platform and DMs from people all over the world, which I think is kind of insane, and I'm really honored that people have reached out to me to ask me for advice on how to get started with their business. And I'm happy to share all of the steps that I've taken. I'm going to give you a little crash course. The first being how I knew where to start with getting my business off the ground. The second being how I found my first clients. And the third, how I took the first steps legally to get my business started. This is definitely a multi-video series. When I started filming this, I realized that I couldn't fit all of the information that I wanted to share with you into just one video. I want to give you a pretty comprehensive video guide to starting your professional organizing business. So if these are things that you are curious about in your own journey for becoming a professional organizer, then stick around and let's get into it. My name is Melanie and I'm your professional organizer and productivity consultant. What does that even mean? Hey everyone, and welcome back. If you don't know me, my name is Melanie and I'm your professional organizer and productivity consultant. I help hardworking families and professionals find form in their space and purpose for every phase of life. And if you are into all things home organizing and decluttering, as well as motivation techniques and productivity practices, then you definitely are going to want to consider subscribing to my channel. I make new videos on those subjects every week, and I would love to have you become a member of my speaker fam. All you have to do is hit the little circle icon of my face at the end of the video, and that will make you an official subscriber, and you won't miss any other opportunities to learn something new about organizing and productivity. Also, be sure to give me a thumbs up and hit the little bell notification so that you are notified when I post new videos. Alright, so if you're watching this video, I can only assume that you are in the process of thinking about, or you're in the very beginning stages of starting your professional organizing business, and I would just like to congratulate you for doing that. It is not an easy thing to do to start your own business, so I applaud you for taking the first steps to, walk that path. And I want to be really, really honest with you in this video about what it takes to go on that journey of becoming an entrepreneur, because that really is what you're signing up to be. You're not just starting a business, you're starting a brand, and you are going to be running a lot of things, most likely on your own. You're going to be taking on several different job descriptions as an entrepreneur running your own business. So you just need to know that there is no way to do this well and quickly. It's going to take time, and it's going to take a lot of effort and a lot of research, and it's going to be difficult sometimes, and there are going to be days when you feel very overwhelmed and you're going to want to throw in the towel. I had days where I was bawling my eyes out because I thought I was in over my head. Please, if you ever encounter feeling that way when you're going through this process, you can leave me a comment, you can DM me on Instagram. I'm always happy to help. And I really do feel that having some sort of support from somebody who's, a few miles down the road from you in this journey is really, really essential for your success. So try not to do it all alone. But that being said, a lot of things in terms of the setup process you can do by yourself. You don't have to pay a professional to do it unless you really just know that it's not in your wheelhouse, or you don't have the time. There are certain things that I invested in that were 100% worth it. So I'm not going to sell you anything in this video. All of my opinions are my own. Any company that I talk about, I'm not sponsored by, so you know that this information is coming directly from me and my journey and how I started my business. So let's jump into the question. So the first question that I get pretty often is just how I knew where to start with my business. So one thing that you're going to want to do when you first start is you're going to need to start to build some sort of portfolio. And even if you don't have any experience, there's always going to be a period of time where you're going to feel like an imposter and like you aren't an expert in this field. And there's a lot of things that you need to learn. But I feel like in general, the best way to learn is in the field on your feet doing the actual work. So in order to take the pressure off of that process, what I usually recommend for people, and this is exactly what I did, I sent out a text message to, I don't know, probably like 7 to 10 friends and family. And I said, hey, this has been a dream of mine. I want to start this business, and what I need is the opportunity to practice. So if you are willing to let me come in and work on a project for you, if there's something in your home or your office that you need help with, can I come in and do that project with you or for you, and just kind of develop my skill set? And in exchange for that, what I asked for were testimonials and before and after photos. Testimonials and photos are pretty essential for your ability to get new clients. And I actually have it built into my client agreement that after photos are non-negotiable, because it's the way that I am able to get new clients. When you personally, as someone who is in the customer side of things and you're going to look at a business on Google, you are probably the type of person, I certainly am, where I'm looking at reviews, and I use those almost as if they're personal references. Like they're just a step away from having a personal reference, is looking at somebody's review. So having those 5-star reviews, having people vouch for you is awesome. And then having the ability to present work that you've done so people can see how you organize and what the finished product looks like, gives people the confidence that you're going to be able to tackle their project, because being organized for a lot of people is very overwhelming, and there's definitely a big market for this. So it's a good business to start for sure. Like I'm very confident that there are enough clients in the world to go around for all of us to be employed as often as we're able to. So in addition to getting your testimonials and your experience and your before and after photos, you're going to want to do some research on the actual logistics of setting up a small business in your state or your country. I'm based in Washington State, and I downloaded the small business guide for Washington State, and it's pretty lengthy and the text is like microscopic, but it kind of lays out the steps for how to create your business plan, how to determine your niche, how to check for if your name is trademarked, if your name is available, your business name is available, how to come up with your mission statement, and all of that. It's free, for one thing. You can just Google it, your state's business directory, and you can download the small business guide. That was one of the first things that I did, and it definitely put things into perspective of just how much work I had ahead of me to make my dream a reality. But I tried to just take it chunk by chunk, a little at a time, and work my way through it slowly. And if I'm being honest, if you are thinking that you're gonna be able to get your business up and running in 30 days and start generating revenue, I would say that you need to take it back a bit. If you wanna get better, higher caliber clients, you're going to want to set yourself aside at least 3 months of time to do the research, to set up your website, to get your DBA or your LLC, whatever business entity you decide to file for. You want to give yourself time to go through these steps slowly and really feel like you've absorbed the information and that you feel confident in moving forward. If you rush the process and try to do too many things at once, it is incredibly overwhelming, and you're going to miss a lot of really crucial steps that are going to help set your business up correctly and protect you from certain liability issues. So if you're really feeling eager, that's great, and you should try to maintain that sense of positivity and stamina. It's not a sprint, it's definitely a marathon, and so you're gonna just want to take it step by step and not try to rush the process. That is my biggest piece of advice. But it's not to say that you want to be stuck in the research phase for 6 months starting your business. I think you want to try to give yourself a start date and make it about 3 months out and really commit to getting the work done that you need to by the time you have your start date. All right, so far we've talked about you want to reach out to friends and family so you can get your testimonials, get your feet wet, and get before and after photos. Then you want to start looking at the small business guide for the area where you're going to be servicing clients. I took into account the fact that we live in the digital internet age and things move very quickly, and there's a lot of competition, especially if you are going to be servicing clients virtually, which I definitely recommend looking into adding that as a service for your business, because it is going to be easier for you to keep revenue stream coming in and keep your business afloat if you're unable to service clients in person because of COVID. So anyway, yes, so the age of internet, things move quickly. So I went ahead and did the research for my business name right away so that I could secure my domain name, so my website, and I could secure all of my social handles. And if you have an idea for your business name, make sure that you check with the trademark office. So I went to, what is the name of it? Go to uspto.gov, so that's the United States Patent and Trademark Office, and you want to search their database for the name that you're intending to use for your professional organizing business. You don't want to enter into a situation where you've picked the perfect name and you start building your website and you're doing all your branding, or worse yet, you've paid somebody hundreds of dollars to come up with your brand kit and you start building everything only to find out that the name you've chosen is trademarked, and you will get slapped with a big fat lawsuit if you start using that person's or that business's name. That's definitely worst case scenario, but it's just bad practice to use a name that's already in use by another business, because it actually will end up hurting your business in the long run. You might end up sending clients off to this already established business. You want to make sure that your name is original. And my daughter just woke up and she's standing right below me. Hi. You want to?
Hi, Mommy.
Do you want?
I got a nap. I got a freaking nap.
Yeah, she just finished her nap, and she somehow, I guess, now knows how to open the door, which is a little terrifying. You're a little autonomous girl.
Wesley spoke in the door.
Yeah, were you able to? Wow, you did. That's such a good job. Okay, well, we'll see you later. Bye-bye. Also, make sure that your name is available in the state where you're going to be servicing clients. You can go to the state government website. They'll have a database very similar to USPTO. Or you could go to LegalZoom.com. They also have a name check database where they can run it through the state for you and let you know pretty quickly whether or not the name you're interested in is available. So once you are sure that the business name that you want is available, go and grab your domain name for your website, go and grab your social handles, and start creating content with your friends and family as soon as possible. Start building your brand as quickly as you can, even before you start working with clients. And that might not be popular advice, but again, this is just what I did in my experience to sort of establish myself as an authority in my field. So that's what I did. I also didn't have a ton of cash for startup costs. Now, don't go into this assuming that you're going to be able to do everything for free, because you're not. You know, like setting up your business entity is going to cost you money. Getting your business license is going to cost you money. Setting up your website is, if you want a decent website where people are going to be able to set up consultations with you and potentially pay you through your website and you want something that looks professional and is easy to use, it's gonna cost you money. Okay, I think that's a good place to stop, and I'm gonna say that that concludes part 1 of this series of how to start your professional organizing business. Again, if you got value out of this video, please consider subscribing to my channel. I hope you have a wonderful day, take care, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.